Tonight on Reporting Scotland, the leader of the Scottish Conservatives, Ruth Davidson, announces that she and her partner are expecting a baby.
I'm due in the late autumn. We weren't sure it was ever going to happen for us, but we're really, really happy that it has.
Good evening. The Scottish Conservative leader Ruth Davidson has announced she's pregnant with the baby due in the autumn. She and her partner Jen Wilson say they're excited but daunted. The pregnancy follows IVF treatment. The Tory leader plans to take maternity leave before returning to Holyrood to continue leading her party. Our political editor Brian Taylor has more.
Why is it that the First Minister alone doesn't get that?
Ruth Davidson at work, challenging the First Minister over Brexit powers. But the Tory leader had significant news of her own. She told me that after successful IVF treatment, she's 3 months pregnant.
I gather we have some news.
Yes, Jen and I are delighted to be able to say that we're starting a family. So I'm pregnant. I'm due in the late autumn. We weren't sure it was ever going to happen for us, but we're really, really happy that it has.
She and her partner Jen have delighted their families with the news. The couple intend to marry after the baby is born. Earlier plans were shelved because their wedding fund was wiped out by the cost of vet treatment for their dog. Ruth Davidson has built a reputation as an action woman, willing to try anything. Now, she says she's excited but daunted.
It's quite a lot of stress and pressure, and you're just hoping so hard, and you're trying to not allow yourself to hope in case it's bad news. Yeah, I mean, it's just genuinely. Look, I can't keep my smile off my face. I actually can't keep the smile off my face.
You're famous for smiling, but you're adding a few inches to the smile today.
I've really struggled keeping it quiet because I'm sort of the person that wears my heart on my sleeve anyway.
She plans to go on maternity leave in the autumn after the UK party conference, leaving her deputy Jackson Carlo in charge until next spring. The new mum-to-be says she endured fatigue and sickness in the early weeks, even having to leave the Holyrood chamber in a hurry once. But she fully intends to maintain a political career as a working mum, citing the example of Jacinda Ardern, the New Zealand Prime Minister who's expecting her first child.
I don't think that we should limit a woman's choices by whether she has children or not. Her ability to do her job shouldn't be impacted. Now, it does require organisation to do both. You know, you can't have it all. You can't have all of the time in all of the world, but you can have a family and combine that with a career. And I don't think we should ever send a message to women that you can't have both in that respect.
Would you see yourself then as a role model for working mums, perhaps?
Let's see if I'm any good at it first, will we? Before I'd make any claims to that.
A role model perhaps for same-sex couples then?
Well, you know, I think that it's important that people realise that this happens and that it's normal, and hopefully this takes some of the taboo or mystery away from it. But I have to say, when we were thinking about this, Jen and I were very much focused on our own family. We weren't necessarily focused on making a political statement. This was the fact that we have always, both of us have always wanted to have children, and we're just delighted that we're able to do so.
And Brian is still at Holyrood for us this evening. Brian, last week on Time magazine's list of 100 most influential people, this week announcing a pregnancy. It's been quite a fortnight, hasn't it?
Yeah, it certainly puts her into the limelight, doesn't it? But she's very keen to stress that she sees herself as an ordinary mum-to-be. She's not doing this as some sort of symbolic gesture or statement. There's been huge reaction, warm reaction from across the political divide. The Prime Minister said that it was wonderful news and she was very happy for the couple. The First Minister said it was lovely news. She offered her congratulations. She rather cheekily added that there was a baby box in waiting for the new mother-to-be. The Conservatives, of course, have dismissed baby boxes as a costly stunt. David Mundell also said they're a great couple and I wish them both well. Just a couple of final little thoughts. You know, it is quite common, I understand, for mothers to name their bump. The choice of name from Ruth Davidson is Fionnuala, which I'm told is an Irish name, fitting for her partner. Jen, just all the best from me to Ruth Davidson, indeed all the other mothers-to-be in Scotland.
Oh, Brian, he's getting all emotional. Thanks very much, Brian Taylor there.